The following is a podcast meant for adults and discuss things like sexual content and alcohol use. Listener discretion is advised.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Drunk Texting Podcast. I'm going to be honest with y'all. I would have all my energy, but I'm in mourning. I'm in mourning.
Let's talk about your mourning. What makes you mourn?
John Cena, bro.
Yes. John, go ahead and have your wrestling time. What happened with John Cena?
Bro, John Cena joined the dark side. After I poured out my heart last July, after this man announced his retirement, I mourned that he was going to be retiring from wrestling. I thought that he was going to go out in a blaze of glory as the greatest of all time, as the man that would be able to do it all. And then he sides with the corporation. He sides with The Rock. The Rock said, I want it all. I want a company man that can have it all. And he turned on the top champion. Kicked him right in the shaboing.
The shaboing.
Bro, the internet wrestling community has been in shambles since it happened. Like, quite
I'll say it's still trending on Twitter.
Oh yeah. Like, literally, after it happened, I got on a voice call with a bunch of my wrestling friends and guys that I've wrestled with. And it was such a mixed reaction because some of us were sad and like, bro, this is terrible. Some of them were like, bro, fuck y'all. Hell yeah. That's what's up. He joined the dark side. It's the best thing ever. And I'm just like, dog, no. My whole life. Yeah, he was a bad guy some years ago. Like, this was, I want to say he was only in the WWE for all of like maybe 2 years, 3 years when it happened. And he's been a babyface ever since. And I'm just like, yeah, love that. I love that.
Now let's start this show off with a bang.
Sorry about that, ladies and gentlemen. Had a little voice thing that popped up. I forgot I had that set in my recording software. Oh my gosh, but I'm so sad. I am so heartbroken. I am so depressed. But it's gonna be all right. It is. And it's gonna be all right because we are here today to do as we always do, which is have some drinks, talk some mess, help get you through your Thirsty Thursdays only we know how to do. See, I'm flubbing up my words, man. It's all John Cena's fault.
It ain't so bad.
Bro. But regardless, I am one half of your co-hosting team, JB. And as always, I am joined by my co-hostess with the mo-hostess. Please tell the people who you are.
Damn. Not that one. I don't like that one. I don't like that one. Comical. That's what I'll be today. Comical.
Okay.
Comical. Shan.
The comical.
Comical.
Okay, I'll mess with it.
I'm rocking with it.
I'll mess with it. I can deal with that. I can live with that. That's a good one.
Yeah.
You know, I haven't agreed with every one of your adjectives, but I can agree with that one. I can absolutely agree with that one. And as we get into today's episode, we want to remind everyone to always drink responsibly, never drink and drive, sometimes drink and text. And with that being said, I'm drinking probably what the antithesis of like the Unk drink, because I'm drinking a mix of Douce and peach drink.
It's sauce.
Bro, it's like the antithesis of like
nigga tree in a cup.
Yeah. Yeah.
Mm-mm. Mm-mm. Mm. Good stuff.
What are you drinking?
I'm sipping on it. Good, good. And this is not a sponsorship. Publix raspberry lemonade
That's crazy. Yo,
and pink.
yo, I ain't even gonna cap though. Gabby, my wife, was drinking what was it? It was Publix brand, again, not sponsored. It was like their blackberry lemonade. Bro, she was fiending off of that stuff, bro. She came home the other day and she was just like, bro, I'm so upset. I went by the Publix and they didn't have any. I don't know if they discontinued it. I asked one of the workers and she was like, I haven't seen it, but she was about to go on lunch. So she had to try to find somebody else. And I was like, nah, you ain't got to worry about that. And I was like, dang.
About to say, I seen it.
Bro.
I had this at my sister's house once. I said, that's got a good little flavor to it. And he was selling a bigger jug, though.
Right.
This little half gallon ain't doing nothing. A delicious tartness that you just gotta love, man. Mm. Doing great here. You good over there, bro?
No, I'm still sad. I'm trying to get myself together because I'm still just sad.
We gotta find something to make you not sad. Then.
Listen, no, because I feel like if you take the reins to try to get something to make me not sad, you're gonna take me the opposite direction and make me mad, and that's not good for us either. No, the past 2 weeks, the past 2 weeks, we have opened this show with you irritating me to the bottom of my soul, so much so to the point to where I posted on Facebook that you was about to make me crash out over your doggone soup debate and condiment debate.
Nah. It's not a debate this time. I'm gonna tell you. I'm gonna tell you a joke I heard from a customer.
Okay,
you might have to cut it out because it might be a little controversial, but it made me chuckle.
Oh my lord!
I shouldn't have laughed because of the joke. I shouldn't have laughed. But I couldn't. I was like, "Ooh, he caught me." It's a dark joke.
Oh no!
I was at work. I was at work on the register. 2 men. They're just sitting there ordering their food, and I'm just sitting here. Then out of nowhere, one guy looks at the other. He's like, "What do you call a man with no legs and no arms at the door?" And the other guy was like, "What?" He said, "Matt." And I'm just at the register, just like.
I'm not even gonna lie to you. That if I was at the register hearing that, I would have laughed too because of just that's man.
I had to keep it professional, but oh my god, I was dying on the inside.
Nah, I would have done the same thing. That's
It reminded me of a different joke. Want to hear a similar joke?
Sure. Hit me.
What do you call a woman with one arm and one leg?
Oh no.
Eileen.
I feel like that one was worse than the first one, honestly. I feel like that one was worse than the first one, dog.
That's a knee slapper, bro. That's a knee slapper. That is a knee slapper. Reminds me of my old days in the dad joke competition circuit.
Bro, dad joke? Bro, the dad joke competitions? Nah, I didn't.
We had one in college.
I know.
And I was in it to be a tie. And they never gave us a prize.
And I missed it. I missed it. I wasn't there for it.
Well, lucky for you, I still got the notes in my phone.
Oh, no. No, you don't.
Yeah, I do. I do. I certainly do. All right, just rapid fire terrible dad jokes from my dad joke competition.
All right.
Why do cows have hooves instead of feet?
Why?
Because they lactose.
Okay.
What do
I'm
you
gonna try not to laugh at any of them. That one almost got me though.
what do you call someone that sells themselves for spaghetti?
What?
A prostitute.
Okay, that one was a good one. That one was a good one. That was a good one. I didn't laugh, but that was a good one.
Oh God. Okay. All right. Okay. Let's see. No. Uh. Why did the dancer get arrested?
Why?
Because he hit them folks. Yeah. Got you.
For those of you that lack the seasoning to be able to dance, Hit Them Folks is a dance from circa, I believe it was 2013, 2014,
Something like that.
where it was very popular. So, yes, the Hit Them Folks.
All right. Why do the other breakfast foods hate eggs?
Why?
Because eggs Benedict.
Your your laughter is what's making it. It's what's.
So imagine how much I was struggling in the actual fucking conversation.
Your laughter is what's making it hard to.
Ah,
All right.
why are hockey players so reckless?
Why? Why are hockey
Because they
players?
don't give a fuck.
Nah. Boo.
All right, all right, all right.
Got any more?
Huh?
You got any more?
Of course, I have more. All right, this was a little, not adulty, but whatever. Why won't the farmer have sex in the barn?
Oh goodness. Why?
Because he don't want the Hennessy.
Boo. Boo, I say. Boo. If I was at the competition, I'd be
Right.
booing you.
All right, all right, all right. All right, last two.
Oh Lord.
Why did the Apple Watch lose the fight to the grandfather clock?
I feel like I know what the answer is. And if it is, I'm gonna be so
You do.
upset. What is it?
Because the clock had hands.
I knew it, and it didn't make me laugh at all. Terrible.
All right, I'll let you. Do you want the last one to be innocent or you want it to be dirty/dark?
You
For
know
the
what?
last joke.
You know what? We're an adult podcast. Do the adult one. Let's go.
All right, let's see. I got a couple of them.
Oh Lord.
Okay, this one, don't. I'm going to tell the one that I told on our first date.
I'm about to crash. I'm about to crash out. I already know I'm about to crash out. Go
This is
for
the
it.
one I told on our first date.
Go
Anytime
for it.
anybody wants to hear a dirty joke, I tell this one, and they're like, "Oh my god!" I'm sorry for who I offend with this joke. I'm so sorry. What's the difference between acne and a Catholic priest? I told you. I told you.
Oh no. Oh no. What's the difference?
Acne usually comes on a boy's face after he turns 12. So I got you. Got you. God damn.
Oh, that's terrible. Oh my goodness, that's terrible. That's horrible. Oh,
And I
that's
told that on our first date, and he's still here.
the fact that studio audience is still with you following that is wild to me.
It is wild. Because he still just laughed at it. All right. Did those jokes make you feel any better? Not. Sad.
They did. They made me feel a little bit better. I'm not gonna lie.
Okay, great.
They did
They
in
were
fact
terrible.
make me feel better.
They were funny.
I don't know about funny, but they got me out of my funk enough to where. But I say this from the bottom of my heart, John Cena. I'm like that one meme off of TikTok. Ricky, stop hiding. You hiding forever. Ricky, when I catch you, Ricky. Ricky, when I catch you, Ricky. Ricky, when I catch you, Ricky. That's how I feel about John Cena right now. Like, stop hiding. You hiding forever. Cena, when I catch you, Cena. Cena, when I catch you, Cena. Bro, literally.
You won't catch him because you can't see him.
I still have a sealed seen enough John Cena. This came in, oh God, what? WWE 2K18. This came with the special edition that you bought when you bought that video game for that year. This was a special edition. This was a part of it. This and it's packed away, but part of the canvas from one of his matches. That's how much I love this man. That is how much I loved that. I haven't bought a premium version of WWE's video game since this one. I said when this one was coming out, I spent $100. I want to say it was like $118 after tax for all of the dog. Then I had to fight. Then I ended up having to fight GameStop because when I bought it, they changed my order for it to be the Xbox version, and I was like, "That's not the version I ordered. I ordered the PlayStation 4 version because I even still had the original confirmation." And they sent me back a thing a couple days later that was like, "Your order of the WWE 2K18 Seen Enough Edition for the Xbox One has been secured," and I was like, "I didn't fucking order that, GameStop. Don't play with me." So I literally ended up having to like call their customer support, and thankfully the lady at customer support, she was real nice, she was real supportive. She literally was like, "Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry. Hold on, I'm gonna get you a version of the PlayStation 4 edition. I don't know why it got changed. Blah 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 blah." So literally, she got my order canceled and reordered, and we were all good.
Well, that's good.
The only pissy part about it is I had it set to be delivered to my apartment because I was still living in Valdosta at the time. I ended up having to drive to my hometown to get it. I had to drive to my hometown on release day to get it, and I did too, happily. I made a whole YouTube video out of it and everything.
Okay.
Oh yeah, that was back when I was content creating, making on YouTube like heavily. Bro, that to this day, that's still my most watched video on that channel. Like over 3,000. Like, I think it's like last time I looked at it was like 3.4 thousand views.
Amen.
And all of like literally 90% of those views were within like 2 weeks of like me posting that video. Because I was doing like a box opening video and like everything else, so it was fun. It
I think we've been jabbering enough. Let's get this show on the roadie.
Have we been jabbering enough? I don't feel like we've been jabbering enough at all.
We've been jabberjawing enough. You remember Jabberjaw?
Yes, I remember Jabberjaw. Of course I remember Jabberjaw.
No. I need a shark.
Yes.
Boomerang. Let's talk about Boomerang, bro.
Bro, I met somebody. I'm glad you brought up Boomerang. I met somebody who was an intern for Cartoon Network in the late 90s. Showed me proof. He did the line work for one of the most iconic commercials from that time. Where the one with Johnny Bravo dancing. And it was like the bum cartoon. That one,
Yeah.
he did the line work for that one, and then if I remember correctly, he said he did the animation for a different version of that commercial that aired in South America. I was like, dog, that's... And part of me was like, what the fuck are you doing here then? Actually, what the fuck are you doing telling me that instead of continuing to do that, you spent 15 years as a police officer?
He might have been making more.
Like, how do
as a
you
police.
go from interning for Cartoon Network to being a freaking police officer for 15 years? Like, make that make sense.
Yeah, I guess he wanted to follow his passion, I guess.
His passion
Which
is
is
animation. Because he showed me
well,
his Instagram. He's literally working on a comic right now.
he might have left because Boomerang shut down.
But then they brought it back. He wasn't on Boomerang. It was Cartoon Network. Like, he was for like the main. He was interning for like the main company, Cartoon Network.
Oh, maybe he got laid off or something.
Well, he was interning, so he probably just stepped away.
Right, probably. Boomerang had the randomest assortment of like little songs in between the shows,
Yeah,
but they were half pops though.
bro. They used to have some of the most lit songs that they would just randomly play. I got a gorilla for sale, vanilla vanilla for sale.
Exactly what I was thinking of.
Vanilla gorilla for sale.
That one,
Bro. That was
like Josie and the Pussycats. That one was good too.
Yep. And then they got that one, oh yeah, back to the lab again. Oh, back to the lab again. Going there, back to the lab again. Oh, back to the lab again. Bro.
Right. I got a secret formula. That
with a little bit of I and a little bit of I got a secret formula
Secret.
with a little bit of and a little bit of I got a secret. Just keep it on the low and make sure that nobody knows. Hey, you can
that's the thing. He was supposed to be a secret laboratory, but he wasn't even behind it for real.
I mean, the only person who really knew about it was his sister. Like, his parents, to my knowledge, never found out about it in the show.
Like, how do you not know? Your electricity bill is through the roof. How you not know?
Maybe he figured out a way to convert like water into electricity or something. Maybe
Or he just finessing the system.
either that or he's stealing. He was stealing electricity from Mandar.
That's a high possibility.
Why do you think that man always was trying to fight him? Ha 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 ha.
You know, I was thinking about the fact that his parents were hippies.
Yeah.
That wasn't his real name wasn't Mandark, I don't think.
Nah, it wasn't. Also, honest to God, I had this theory some years ago after I found out what it was. I had this theory that Dexter's parents were swingers, which is why they were always so distracted. So, cause like they were always just like, they were swinging. Like, don't get me wrong, Dexter's dad was absolutely still knocking them ankles loose. However, like they had that dynamic of like a swinger couple.
It was a swinger couple, but the mom was still in charge.
Facts. 100%.
The mom was laying down the law
Hey,
every time.
I'm just glad that there hasn't been a singular smasher path where there hasn't been a singular smasher path where a person has said they wouldn't smash Dexter's mom.
Just look at her. She built like a GPS point. Like,
You ain't have to do that.
but am I wrong?
You ain't have to do that.
Am I wrong?
You ain't have to do that.
But am I wrong?
You didn't have to do that.
But you're right.
You ain't have to do that.
And we all know the scene where she had the pants or whatever on that said Dad's trophy. We seen it.
You right. You 100% right. We all saw that. Look, and lest we not forget the episode, I'm pretty sure they were in the store and Dexter and Dee Dee was both sitting on her ass as she was walking.
Exactly.
But the thing was a
But get
bookshelf.
up. She got children sitting on that ass.
Man. She knew what she was doing. Hey, and don't
She was
get me wrong, and she could scrap too. We remember that episode she started fighting in the store because of the
in the
last pair
grocery
of
store.
gloves. Over the last pair of gloves. She knew what she
She was
was
really
doing.
fighting with plastic gloves.
She said, hold on. Let me bow.
She She was bobbing and weaving, knocking teeth over some plastic elastic gloves.
Look, she had her priorities.
And she got him so great, she's like, ooh, the last box. And went on about your day. Like, you didn't just body this woman back here.
Bro, that woman was still laid up in the produce section.
Right. You didn't beat her and walked away like you didn't do it.
Mm-hmm. Bro.
You're on camera. They caught you in 4K, Miss Ma'am. You're going to jail.
No, she not. No, she not. Because she wasn't the one that started the fight. She didn't start it, but she showed up and ended it.
That's big fact. She gonna end it. If cartoon moms ain't gonna do nothing else, they gonna end the fight.
You right. Bro, you remember that episode where Dexter and Dee Dee found out about coffee and caffeine, and they drunk all of the coffee, and Dexter's dad was like, y'all don't even need this shit, man. I work all the fucking time. This is my one thing. This is what gets me started in the morning, dog. Y'all don't need this.
Cartoons were not supposed to be that real in the day.
And he had a whole ass breakdown over that shit, dog.
Over coffee. Like, my God, if you were that addicted, you need to go see somebody.
Boy.
Coffee should never be that much of an addiction.
I don't know.
Or you breaking out in your kitchen crying in front of your kids.
Bro, broke down, was crying. He had the metal percolator one. The one that, like, it dripped down like you had that old school. Man.
He was a real coffee man.
I'm going to be honest with you. The only other person there's only one person in my life that I know of that drunk coffee like that. And that was my granddaddy. Even to this day, I still have not met a singular other person that has one of those coffee kettles like that. Like, and when I tell you that thing was old school, like literally my grandmama would put that thing on the stove, on one of the eyes, and turn the eye on to make his coffee. I'm like, dog, what is this? Like, this what we doing?
Yeah, that's how it was back in the day.
And then, crazy enough, Granddaddy would just stroll in after doing his whole morning routine, putting in his teeth and shaved and everything, would just stroll on into the kitchen, grab the thing off the stove, pour him a little cup of coffee, sit down to his plate of grits and bacon, and we all just like, it must be nice to have a wife that do like this for you. Like,
no newspaper waiting on him.
Boy,
you flapping him.
Man, I can't even tell you the amount of times during the summers when I would have to go outside at like 7:30, 8 o'clock in the morning in the summer and get the newspaper. Because mind you, back then, because this was pre-2010, so this was back when the newspaper person would just throw it if you had a big yard. And my grandparents had a huge yard because some houses that used to be next to it got torn down and they got that land. So they would just throw the newspaper and they would try to get it on the driveway. Don't get me wrong. They wouldn't just throw it haphazardly. Like, they would try to make it land on the driveway. But, like, there were times where I had to go into the flower bed, into the rose bushes. I had to dig in between the cactus plants that my grandmama had. Bro, my grandmother had a cactus plant that I'm pretty sure they got rid of. But at the tallest that I ever saw it, it was bigger than her plum tree that she had. Actually, it was bigger than her pear tree. Like, that thing was wide and tall.
Jesus.
Like, genuinely, if somebody were to try to drive through it, their car would not survive. That's how big that thing was.
What do you do with a cactus plant?
Bro, I don't even know where it came from. I just know as long as I've ever known them to live there, which has been my whole life, that plant has been there and it's just exponentially grown over the years. Like, it has survived storms, it survived bad rain and like thunderstorms, like it survived somebody running into the fence and knocking the fence into the plant. Like,
that cactus ain't going nowhere.
Bro, it survived being trimmed. I remember being like 15, 16 years old having to trim the cactus because it was getting big.
Is it still there to this day?
I think it is. I'm not 100% sure. I'm going to have to ask my mom.
Yeah, you should find out and report back to us
Because I haven't.
if it's still there to this day.
To be honest, I say this not to be away, not to bring down the mood, but I kind of avoid going by her house ever since she passed.
That's fair.
I think I've gone by her house maybe twice since she's passed, and to be honest, I don't even really like going to my hometown anymore. If I'm being honest, just because
Besides family, what's there?
everything feels different. Even when I go and hang out with my parents, it just there is a noticeable void, and I don't like it, and it makes me sad. Don't get me wrong, I still have the love of my parents. My parents still have my love. All of our kids love, but if it's literally just the three of us or the four of us, if my wife comes with me, it's just and my mom. Oh my God, all the strength and love in the world to my mom, because she has been able to find herself again after her mom's passing. Literally, she'll call me and talk to me and be like, "Oh yeah, I'm just leaving a pottery class. I just left the art class, and we'll come down and visit." And she will be so excited to show us the things that she made.
Oh,
Not getting choked up here.
love that for her.
Literally, I want to say the last time we went down, she literally, it was so cute. We ate dinner, we were sitting around talking, and I kind of looked at mom because she told me to remind her. But I kind of looked at her. She was like, "Oh, I got to show y'all what I made in my art class." And she gets up and walks off into the other room. She comes back a few minutes later. She got 3 different pottery things, a couple paintings that she's done. And she was like, "Yeah, well, I did this one in the first class. I did this one about a month ago. This one's the most recent one. And I did this one at a praise and sip." Or, no, it was a paint and praise. That's what it was called. Yeah, it's basic concept of a paint and sip, but instead of alcohol, there's gospel music, and they're painting.
I go.
It's nice. It's a nice wholesome thing for older Christian people. I don't know if it was just women, if it was men and women. It's a nice little thing. I thought it was cute. I enjoyed it. It makes me happy. It makes me happy to see stuff like that. And yeah, man, my mom is a thug. I keep saying that. My mom is a whole thug out here in the streets. Because I told that story. Had a heart attack, drove herself to the hospital. Actually, all of my family is a bunch of thugs. I don't know if I told you, back in December, my dad had not a full stroke, but not December. Was it last month? It was last month. But he had a mini, so he didn't have a full out stroke, but he had, it was enough of a stroke that once they did all the testing on him, they were like, "Oh yeah, it was a stroke." But here's the crazy part. The whole kicker. Went to the doctor because something was wrong with his eye. He kept saying there's pressure in his eye. He couldn't really necessarily get it to focus. Goes to the doctor. Doctor looks at him. They look him up and down. They kind of run a couple tests that they can do in an office, but it's not a full test. Looks at him and goes, "Yeah, so we can't help you. You need to go to the hospital." Drives himself to the hospital.
It'd be like that sometimes.
Turns out what it was a piece of plaque that was in one of his arteries had gone up to his eye. That's what was causing the pressure in his eye. Not even, and the crazy part is, apparently the piece of plaque that had broken off was smaller than the tip of a needle.
Jesus.
But it was still enough. And of course, my dad, trying to see the bright side of stuff, he was like, if I had never gone to see what was up with my eye, I never would have known that I had a stroke. Because he was like, if I had never gone, they wouldn't have went in to scan and see what was going on. And I was just like, and in the back of my mind, and look, then I'm getting on to my dad. I was like, how dare you decide that you gonna drive yourself to the hospital when something's wrong with you? Can't have C. And he was like, well, I was already out and about, and I would have had to call your mama and wait on her. Then my truck would have been left at the doctor's office, so we'd have still had to go over there and get it.
That's fair.
And I was like, I guess. I still can't stand the fact that whenever something goes on, my parents, whenever my parents call to tell me, their immediate first thing is, because my mom was the one that called me and told me, she immediately goes, "Hey JB, how you doing?" "I'm doing good. How are you?" "I'm good." Your dad is doing fine. And I was like,
They got cleared first. Like, he's fine, but here's what happened.
literally, because she did the same thing back in December when my grandmother had a mini stroke. She did the same thing. She was just like, okay, so your grandmother's doing fine, but we're in the hospital. I was like, what you not finna keep doing?
Our family's the opposite. Like, hey, your dad in the hospital. He all right. But I'm just letting you know he in the hospital. And then just nothing else after that. For what? When did he get there?
To be fair, though, and I've said it multiple times at this point, people know this story probably better than they know me. The way I crashed out over my grandmother's death, I understand why they're trying to, like, okay.
Like, be gentle with it.
They gotta be, they know, because they know I'm a crash, because they know how much I love them. And they know that how much they've been a part of my life. Quite literally, I've known them my whole life. They have had life without me. They've experienced life without me. I don't know how, because I'm the best thing that's ever happened to them. But, like, I am their favorite child. Don't do that. I am their best.
The youngest?
I am the best and favorite child. Stop it.
Debatable.
Oh, it's not.
Debatable.
It's really not. You can ask any of my siblings, and they will all agree. They will all agree. Huh? What?
Unfortunate, really.
It's not. The only one of my siblings that will say something different is my brother. My brother Navario. He's the oldest of the boys, and the closest we've ever gotten into agreement is that he finally was like, you know what? You can be the favorite. I'll just take that. I'm the most handsome son, and I was just like, you know, you can take that. You can take being the most handsome son. I'm good with that. I'm good with that because I know I'm the favorite. I know I'm the best, so it's fine.
Listen, I just take pride in being my mom's sane child.
I mean, I won't.
I'm the sane one and the smart one.
I won't call myself the most sane or the most smart, but I will say, out of all the kids, I feel like, and again, they knew them before they knew me. They had life with them before they had life with me. I feel like from the little bit of information I have about their lives before me, I was the least problematic that they raised.
Good.
It is like actively. I feel like it was between me and one of my other, like me and my brother that's like 8 years older than me. It's like us two, because he was color guard of like ROTC. Like he was like every Friday we had a home game. He was the commanding one that presented the colors. Like he literally to the point to where somebody in my class of 2014, told me that her AP teacher straight up told them on the first day that her favorite student that she ever had was my older brother. Called him out by name. Called him by name. And it was great. But like,
wow.
I thought it was great. And I mean, hey, he's the only PhD holder out of all the kids. And it's probably going to stay that way. I might get a master's, but I don't think I'm ever going to go for a PhD. I don't know.
Yeah, I'm definitely not doing that.
Like, don't get me wrong.
Daddy.
Don't get me wrong. I'd like to be able to put some letters behind my name and be like, put some respect on my name. Be like some of those college professors at BSU. I worked hard for this doctorate. You will address me as doctor.
Like, whatever.
Like,
we're going to just say it's just your last name and keep pushing.
Right. Like, all right, doctor. Can we discuss why I turned in my paper on time and you still haven't graded it?
Can we discuss why you took points off my discussion post when I responded to 2 people on time?
Right. Like, come on now. You
discuss that, doctor.
Your feelings about the worst things.
Shame.
I know, right?
A hot crying shame.
It is a very hot crying shame. But we're gonna move on. I think we've talked ourselves out. I think we've talked ourselves out of all the small talk and all the little things that we can on the side. We're gonna into our first actual section of today's episode. Our first on the script section of the episode. Yes, there is a script, ladies and gentlemen. Breaking the fourth wall a little bit. There is a script. We have a script because it's hard to just come here and do stuff off the cuff. Even Distractable, even on Distractable, they have some kind of like narrative that they use to be able to like weave the podcast, okay?
And it's not really a line for line script. It's more of like an outline.
It is, which
More of an outline.
it is. It's an outline, but you know, it helps us. It helps us narrow in on our conversations.
Yeah.
But with that being said, we're going to get into our Would You Rather of the Week. Now, this Would You Rather, I'm going to be honest with you. I thought of this one because I was looking to get dinner. And I was like, I don't know what I want. I don't know what I want to eat. I don't have a feeling of what I want to eat. But when I finally decided, I was like, you know what? Okay, cool. This is the good one. So this week's Would You Rather is, would you rather only ever eat the last meal you ever ate for the rest of your life, or never know what you want to eat ever again? Meaning you never have an appetite for like anything. Whenever it's time to eat, whenever you're hungry, you're just like, I don't really have an appetite for anything. I don't know what I want.
Well,
I know which one I would do. I'm not even gonna lie. I know which one I would do.
know what I would do.
Which is?
Never know what I want to eat.
Really?
That's already my life. I already never know what I want to eat. I'm like, what do you want to eat for dinner? I don't know. What do you have taste for? I don't know. Like, that's already my life. And I don't want to eat the last thing I ate for the rest of my life. I don't want to eat that every day.
What did you
I get very
have?
fat.
What'd you have?
I had chicken nuggets and fries.
Okay, but that's not a bad thing to have for the rest of your life, though.
It's not, but I feel like I would get very fat, and I don't want to do that.
Then you just exercise. Look, exercise, then you can get extra fries. Boom. There you go.
But I don't want to eat that. I like other stuff besides nuggets and fries. Give me a seafood boil every now and again.
But you
Give me
would
some
never.
shrimp.
But that's the thing. You would never have an appetite for any of that stuff. You'd just be like, I know I need to eat.
Because I don't have appetite, don't mean I'm not gonna eat it.
That's crazy.
I'm gonna eat. I just don't know what I want to eat, but I'm eat.
That's crazy.
Every night it's like, what do you want to eat for dinner? I don't know. Wherever you go, I'm gonna eat from there. Like, that's what it is.
That's tragic.
That's what my life is.
Granted, nah, cause I don't like that feeling. Actually, no, I can genuinely think I hate that feeling of like wanting to eat or like being hungry, but not having an appetite for anything to eat. Like you don't know what you want, and you're just kind of sitting there like, I don't want a burger. I don't want any chicken nuggets. I don't want a chicken sandwich. I don't want any tuna. I don't want like you're just that. Oh, I hate that. I hate that with
That's my life, man. I'm so indecisive when it comes to eating. I'm like, I'm hungry, but I don't know what I want to eat.
How you a big back and you never know what you want to eat?
That's when you just end up eating random stuff. Like, I don't know what I want to eat. I mean, I guess I'll get some McDonald's. I guess we'll eat it. Like,
No, we're not doing McDonald's anymore.
damn.
It's because John
Okay.
Cena. It's because when you pull up to certain McDonald's, John Cena pops up on the menu.
Still.
Bro, literally, like you pull up.
Oh, right, he does. I saw it on Twitter.
Bro, I'm McDone with McDonald's.
I'm not. I love me a good McDouble.
Listen, my go-to order for McDonald's: 2 McChickens, no lettuce, a bacon McDouble plain, and a large sweet tea. I'm not gonna explain anything else. If you know,
No.
you know.
No. What the fuck you mean? What the fuck you mean? No, it's
I'm not saying it.
the fuck you mean?
I got
No,
introduced
baby.
to it. I got introduced to it my freshman year of college, and to this day, I still get it on occasions.
Damn, you ain't even getting no fries with it. You just eating straight meat.
Sometimes I get fries. Sometimes, but do you really want to know what it is?
Why you ain't getting no lettuce on
So,
your McChicken?
well,
Ass to the
so
floor.
that's optional. I've never been a lettuce on my chicken sandwich kind of person, personally.
Mm.
But I was explained this back in Le Day, circa 2015, freshman year, baby boy JB. I went to McDonald's back when they were 24/7. It was like 2:30, 3 in the morning. It was myself and like 4 other guys in my homie John's truck. Shout out to John, big dog. We went to McDonald's, and my boy sitting to the right of me, his name was Daryl, leans over, says with full confidence, yes ma'am, can I get a McGangbang? And we said, huh?
Yeah.
Actually, I said that. Everybody else in the car started busting out laughing. They knew what it was. I was like, what do you mean I'm a gangbang? What? Huh? What is that? And of course, the lady didn't know what you were talking about. Granted, that is a secret menu item, but like, I'm
Right.
a gangbang.
Hmm.
And he said that like 2 or 3 times. And finally, he was just like, can I get a McChicken and a bacon McDouble? And then I was like, okay, how is that a McGangbang? This man then proceeds to take the bacon McDouble, the 2 halves, so meat on one bun, take the McChicken, put it on, put the top back on, press it down, and then ate it. And I was like, dog, what the fuck? And then they were like,
At
no,
least you land, air, and sea.
I'm so
I
done
feel like
with
that shit nasty.
I'm so done with you.
What? That's out the secret menu item. And that shit just look nasty.
It's called a land, air, and sea.
Yeah.
So what is it? It
The
was a fish
land is the
fillet.
burger, the air is the chicken, and the sea is the fish.
I'd try it.
I'm not trying that.
I'd try it.
I'm not rocking with the fillet of fish, so I'm not eating that.
What?
I've never been a fillet of fish person.
That's crazy.
Never.
Never?
Never.
Never.
I'm not trusting fish from a place that don't specialize fish.
There, you know how many places that is, though?
Exactly. I'm not eating none of it.
That's like saying, hold on, give me a second. Hold on, give me a
Yeah,
second.
go,
Hold on, give me a
yeah,
second.
go ahead. Mm-hmm.
That's like saying, that's like saying, I'm not going to trust chicken nuggets from a place that's called Burger King.
I don't. I sure the fuck don't. I'm not eating.
Do you trust the chicken sandwich?
I'm not eating the raccoon ankles. Fuck no.
Wait,
Not even.
wait. Not raccoon ankles.
Burger King nuggets are bottom of the barrel, actually under the fucking barrel nuggets. I wouldn't eat, they're just chunks of fucking random animal. Them shits is nasty. There's a reason they're basically skimming you them bitches. Where else can you go get 10 nuggets for $1.49? That is fucking dirt off the floor. I'm not eating that. I'm not eating the Burger King nuggets. I don't care. As a nugget connoisseur, they're bottom of the barrel fucking nuggets. Ass. They're basically giving them away because no one's fucking eating them.
They're not that bad.
You said that, which means they're bad.
They're just a little dry. That's why you eat it with the sauce.
And they're just a little nasty as hell.
They're just a little dry. That's all.
And nasty.
Listen, I've eaten other dry things before and I've survived. So, you know.
No. If I go to Burger King, I'm not getting the nuggets.
Are you going to get the chicken sandwich?
No.
Are you gonna get the chicken fries? You can't even doubt that the chicken fries are busting.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you, studio audience.
I actually I don't recall ever trying the chicken fries.
Them things have been around since like 2007. What do you mean you ain't never tried the chicken fries?
My family just never went to Burger King like that.
That's crazy.
I just never really tried them for real.
I say as the person that grew up in bumfuck Moultrie, where for the longest time all we had was Pizza Hut, McDonald's, Burger King, Sonic, and a Kristals. Like a lot of these restaurants that we have nowadays, we did not. Oh no, and Captain D's. Because bro, how that one specific Captain D's at that one specific location in Moultrie has managed to survive all these years, and they have done minimal, restorations to it. Like,
Amen.
I am astonished at how they've managed that.
Hey, I want Captain D's now.
Look, man, somebody's keeping Captain D's in business.
Me.
But they want to talk.
Me.
But they want to talk trash. But they want to talk trash on Burger King nugget. That's crazy.
Yes, and just like everybody else will.
How that makes sense? How does that make sense?
Burger King should not sell nuggets.
I guess.
Eat your little chicken fries, but the nuggets gotta go.
A tragedy.
They gotta go.
A travesty.
Got to go.
A travesty. Travesty.
They get the hate they deserve.
You're just being rude.
It's just the nuggets. I'm not hating on nothing else from Burger King. Just the nuggets.
You're hating on everything.
Yeah.
You're hating on what is essentially the crux of You're hating on essentially the crux of what makes Burger King Burger King.
Terrible nuggets.
Yes. Wait. No. Chicken. The fact that they're a place.
I'm pretty sure Burger King is known for their burgers. Just a thought.
No. We're gonna move on because you're not gonna continue to hurt me in this way. Like you have hurt me. This is 3 weeks in a row that you have hurt me with your trash opinion.
No one told you to
with your trash
eat
opinion.
Experiments. No one told you to be eating them.
You and your trash takes, your trash opinions.
Mm-hmm.
Even your fiance agrees with me that Burger King does have some good chicken products.
But not the nuggets.
He didn't say anything about the nuggets.
I like the nuggets.
Yeah!
Shut up.
Woo! If I can't depend on nobody else in this funky ass studio, I can at least depend on the studio audience.
No, I don't trust his taste buds like that. So no. His opinions are half valid when it comes to food.
That's crazy.
That's one that's not valid.
That's crazy. That's how you're gonna treat him? That's how
Don't ever say that blasphemy ever again. Don't speak that blasphemous name.
That's how you're gonna treat your fiance?
You just said Arby's is delicious. Don't say that blasphemy.
Yo, you don't mess with Arby's?
I don't mess with Arby's either, bro.
Dog, we're up to like 12 things that you don't like.
Good.
Bro,
I went to Arby's with a friend, and all I saw on there was construction workers. Because they're the ones eating fucking Arby's. Construction workers.
Bro, at this point, you are going to end up having to buy me a drink.
No one else. You don't never see nobody walking around with an Arby's bag.
I'm not saying I go all the time, but you know, once in every like blue moon, I do end up having a good little appetite for some Arby's.
Every time I drive by, it's empty.
Get me a beef and cheddar.
It sounds nasty. What the hell is even that?
A beef and cheddar?
But Like roast beef?
Roast beef, cheddar, and some of the Arby's sauce.
Yeah.
It's delicious, dog.
If someone drags me to Arby's, give me fries and nothing else.
That's crazy.
I don't get else.
You're a class A food hater. You are a
Listen,
class
I'm a
A.
foodie, and Arby's is not on the list of good places.
How you a foodie and you'll never know where you wanna eat?
Because again, no matter where I go, I'm gonna eat.
Boo.
Ain't gotta want none, but I'm gonna eat.
Boo.
Just don't take me to Arby's
Boo.
or Chipotle. Chipotle is a personal thing. I'm a Moe's girl. I can't switch teams.
How are you and Gabby?
I'm Team Moe's. I can't switch to Chipotle. I'm Team Moe's.
How are you and Gabby friends?
I'm Team Moe's.
That's crazy. I
Team Moe's
fail to see how you and Gabby are friends. Like, listen, that's one of the few things that you and I can agree on. Because I bust down for Moe's.
Every time.
Listen, don't get me wrong. I can't do it all the time because of the fact of like,
I'm good.
it'll mess up my stomach. I can't do it every time. It'll mess my stomach up. But as it stands for me, it's Moe's, Churros, and then Chipotle.
Girls.
Actually, if I had to choose between the three, it's Moe's. Then if Moe's wasn't open, I'd go to Sochero's. Then if Sochero's wasn't open, I just wouldn't go to Chipotle.
I would go to what's that? It's a place. I think it's mostly downtown. I think it's called Willie's. Willie's is pretty good.
Oh, I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, go to Willie's.
They're pretty good. They are. I ain't gonna lie.
There was another one, but I can't think of it.
They're pretty decent,
Ooh.
you know. But
All this talk is just making me hungry.
that would be satiated if you knew where you wanted to eat.
I don't have to decide what I want to eat because I already cooked dinner. So
A tragedy. Not
you gotta finish.
Not that you cook dinner, but like
I was like, "Damn, you call my cooking a tragedy?"
I wouldn't because I've never had your cooking, so you know.
Right.
But we are going to move on away from the food.
Yes, away from the food.
We are going to move on to our For the Culture because it is still. It's not Black History Month, but it's still a time to celebrate all things.
Women's History Month.
It is. Oh, that makes it even better. That makes what I'm about to go in even better. Wait, do you know about what I'm about to go into? Have you seen?
I did. I have.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the hold on. No, you shush. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the first in I don't know how long that I've dropped something into our layout for the episode, and she knows what I'm about to go into, like the content of what I'm about to go into. She knows what it is. She's seen it. She's experienced it. She's probably seen the TikToks. I am so happy for her, and I am so proud of her.
I haven't seen everything, but I read the script. I was like, what? I've heard the name. I was like, let me go watch it. I did. So I've only watched that. I haven't seen like the TikToks or nothing else.
Oh no, the TikToks have just been clips from the pilot animatic.
Okay. So then yes, I have. Yes, I know exactly what we're about to talk about.
So what this For the Culture in the first Drunk Texting Podcast episode of Women's History Month is a pilot animatic made by one Miss Kiana Consmith. I don't know if I pronounced that last name right. I apologize to the creator. She dropped a pilot animatic for a show called Pretty Please, I Don't Want to Be a Magical Girl. This show, if it gets picked up and it gets greenlit, is going to be one of the best shows since Craig of the Creek.
I hope it does.
And I say that because the show, it centers around, and I pulled it up so that way I can say their names. It centers around a one Miss Ika who has come to Earth in order to, or I believe, I don't know if she, believe she came to Earth. She just moved to a new area.
Yeah, she moved to Average Town.
Yes.
I think that's what it's called. Yeah.
And so she moved, and she gave up because where she was from, she was known as one of the best magical girls to ever do it. Literally to ever do it. She's 15 years old. She's a magical girl. She has her sidekick. The sidekick's name is Hoshi. Literally like a magical girl, the whole nine. When she moved to Average Town, she locked Hoshi away in a box and was like, no, I'm just going to be a regular 15-year-old girl. I don't want this. I just want to be regular. She meets her new best friend, Zira, I think is her name? Zira. She meets her new best friend, Zira. Literally, Zira is the run-of-the-mill sidekick, loser friend. Like, literally, when they first introduced each other to each other, she was just like, I am a high school loser. And of course, Aika, being Aika, having never been around regular people, was like, oh, a real high school loser. And of course, Zero was not having it. She was just like,
you ain't got to say it again, bro.
Right, like, you ain't got to say it again. And she was like, no, but like, think about it. You have nowhere to go but up from here. Like, which, you know what? I can't even be mad, because that's fire. Literally the whole thing. So her sidekick, Hoshi, the magical sidekick, manages to get out of the box, confronts her at school, and Hoshi was like, oh, you should be doing your job. And Aika literally was like, unless my job is a minimum wage job, I'm not doing it. And I was like, oh. And everything about this show is it's refreshing, because it takes the stereotype of the magical girl and it flips it, because it's like, yeah, of course, the magical girl, she's a secret identity, but then you have this one girl that's like, no, I don't want to be a magical girl. I just want to be regular. I just want to chill. So what?
Is that right?
So we haven't even gotten to the best part of the episode. So literally, they're at lunch, they're eating, they're talking, all that good stuff. Dude bust into the school. Literally, dude just bust into the school, and Aika's trying to play it off. She's like, look, dude, chill the fuck out. Get out of here. And literally, they're Aika and Zero are trying to talk. The guy's name is Eclipse. So literally, Aika is like, shut up, dude. You're not important. Shut up, Moon Man. And one of the funniest parts of this episode was literally when he was like, shut up or I'll blast you. And her immediate response is, bet you won't. Like, that was the funniest. That was black. That was black and black. Like,
this show is gonna be black, and I'm excited for that part.
Oh yeah, because both the main characters are black. Fucking love
it.
Literally, Aika and Zero are both black, and I love that. So, finally, after antagonizing Eclipse, he decides he's gonna blast Aika, not realizing that it is Magic Girl. I actually don't remember what her name was, or like what her magical girl name was.
It was, I don't remember either, but they compared her to Moon Sailor.
As if we don't know who that's supposed to be.
Right. Definitely can't see the little comic. Definitely can't see what she's reading.
Right. But
Moon.
So he goes to blast Aika. Zira jumps in front of her. Is like, no, you're not gonna hurt my friend. And of course, Aika is like, damn it! I can't let my friend get hurt. Damn it! So stands up. Right, stands up, blocks the blast. Zero is like, oh my god, you're magic. So then the funniest part, she was like, are you gonna do some kind of magical girl transformation? Poof. Nope. She literally just poofs into her gear. Like, she doesn't even do the thing. So then, literally, then to get her weapon, she goes to her sidekick and goes, I wish, you know what I want. And the sidekick was like, oh, good enough. A lead pipe. A fucking lead pipe, dog. And of course, freaking Zira done drank the Kool-Aid. She's over here just like, wait, aren't you gonna hit him with like a moon blast or like an energy beam or something? Crack! Gah, gah, bah, bah. Like, starts wailing on Buddy with the lead pipe. And then she turned around. And she turned around and she's like, yeah, you know, I could have hit him with the energy beam or whatever, but you know, drops the lead pipe on him again. Then picks it up and goes, but a lead pipe to the shin? That's just good old reliable, baby. I was just sitting here like, what the fuck?
The writing of the show is so comedic.
It is. But it's
different.
It's the writing for it is comedic in the type of way that it's not trying to overtly be comedic.
Yeah.
Like, all of it feels natural. Like, it all just flows. Like, none of the jokes felt like they were, like, shoehorned in because, oh, we need to have a joke every, like, 45 seconds. Like, no, it was the actual progression, the plot of the story, and then the jokes just fell in as the story was going. And it was great.
I think some of the stuff wasn't supposed to be a joke, but it just came out funny.
Oh, facts. Oh, 100%. I also, one little nitpicky thing that I just loved so much. It's not nitpicky, that's the wrong word, but literally the scene that I described with the lead pipe, that is the only scene that is fully animated.
Of it.
That is the only scene out of the entire animatic that is fully animated. And I was like, dog, you did that on purpose.
And they surely did.
Like, did that whole on purpose. As it sits right now, it only has, which is destructively low to me, 1,396,643 views as it premiered on February the 28th. So literally,
it's not bad. Like, it's like 4 days.
3-4 days at the time of recording. Yeah,
it's not bad.
So it's not bad, but at the same time, it's like, for it to have shown up as many times on my TikTok as it has, which granted, I know those are more views that YouTube aren't counting, but like, this show, genuinely, if she had, I don't even know if she had like a way to like support, so that way she could get like funding. But like, if she ends up doing that, I am going to, like, this might be one of the like few non-friend related things that I like do, because that's just awesome.
I think she'll be if she does get like try to get funny. I think she can. She already has a very notable voice actor in it.
Yes,
so that helps.
Yes. Wait, who? Hold on.
It's Anais.
Yes.
Something I can't remember her last name, but she was the voice of. Her name.
Mirko?
What's her name? Yes. That's her name.
I knew I recognized her. She voiced Mirko. She voiced what's her name from Fire Force? Not Fire Force, from Bleach. She voiced that looks like somebody from Pokemon. Let's see. I'm trying to look at all the different people. She did the English dub for old girl in Attack on Titan, the one from the meme where she's staring over Armin. That character, she voiced her. In fact, hold on, let me.
She was in. She voiced Adora. She's only 27.
Dang. Let's see. She was in Goblin Slayer. Let's see, Jujutsu Kaisen 0, The Divine Fury, Ruby. Let's see. Let me.
Was in Your Friendly Neighborhood Spider-Man.
Yes, I did see that. She was in ReZero.
She was the character in Don Don.
Oh shit!
Yeah, she was an English voice actor in Don Don.
Huh?
She was in video games.
Oh yeah, look at her. She is. She's Muko. I still need to go back and finish Don Don.
You should.
I watched. I've read the manga. Let's see. I'm
There's
sitting here
another
from-
couple of the anime I've seen. Grim Variations, Delicious in Dungeon,
Wait, who was she
Undead
again?
Unluck. Delicious in
Oh
Dungeon?
my goodness. No, she was in freaking WWE 2K24.
Looky there.
She was a character. Wow, that's crazy. I didn't realize. Good luck. Good for her.
Hmm.
Oh, she
Super
was in
nice.
Undead Unluck. Rising of the Shield Hero.
Fighters 6, Regular Creed.
She was in Spider-Man 3. Spider-Man. That shouldn't be Spider-Man 3, the video game. Spider-Man 2. Why do they have that typo? That is terrible.
Hmm.
But yeah, she was in Spider-Man 2. Good for her.
Yeah, Attack
She
on
did-
Titan. She did that.
She was in Street Fighter 6. She was in
Demon
Honkai
Slayer.
Star Rail. That's great. I knew she was in Craig of the Creek.
Mhm.
Which actually makes the... I'm going to be honest with you. I think Kiana Consmith might have worked on Craig of the Creek. Because... I don't say this... And I hope nobody takes this in a way. But the animation styles
It's very
are
similar.
very similar. And I don't
Yeah.
and I don't say that to like I don't want to sound.
Yeah. It's just they have similar art styles, and there's nothing wrong with that.
Let's see.
Yeah, she was in a whole lot of stuff. Good for you, Anais.
Right?
Anais? I don't know. Good for you, sis.
Okay, so Kiana Consmith is listed as a television director. Let's see. I'm pulling up her IMDb. Let's see. She has worked on shows such as Big City Greens. She's already being listed on IMDb for her part, or for Pretty Pretty Please. I Don't Want to Be a Magical Girl. Let's see. She has 3 writing credits listed, 4 art department listed, 2 director credits listed, 2 animation department listing, and 1 additional crew. Let's see. No, I gotta see. Huh. Apparently, she was the storyboard artist for the Crystal Gems Say Be Anti-Racist. You know that PSA that they were running?
Yeah.
Apparently she was the storyboard artist for it.
I love that.
I know, right?
Those are good things. Those are good things, man.
So, wow, it's crazy how full circle this has come. All things considered.
That's great.
It's crazy how full circle I was talking about somebody that I met that was a intern, and now we got 2 people that we just spent the last 5 minutes gushing over that were that had worked on projects with Cartoon Network as well. And the best part is all 3 are black, because the guy that I was talking about earlier was black.
We love that.
We absolutely do, 100%. Oh. Not to circle back too far, but after the big reveal that she was in fact a magical girl, literally after Zero was like, oh, she was like, oh, you're a magical girl? Oh, and you're black? I know that's right.
I love that part. That was too cute.
That was it happened so fast that it wasn't until my second watch through of it that I was like, I get what she did. Oh, that's really nice. Oh, that's really good. I was like, wow. Because it happened so quick. Even you don't even see that she puts up the fist. That's how fast it happens. And you're just like, huh. Oh.
You can see it being one of those shows that randomly breaks the fourth wall.
Oh, yeah. Agreed. I will say, as it stands, and I hope this doesn't happen because they don't have that good of a track record, but I could see Max picking this up. Warner Brothers, Max, I could see them picking this up. And only reason I say I don't want that is because I don't want what has happened to a couple of their shows where they've been picked up, they've gotten a good following, both online and on the app, and then they get canceled after like 2 seasons, and then they're just left to rot. And I'm like, I don't want that to happen. I would be sad because this
I want
looks
to have
like
a good long run.
right because this looks like the type of show that will fill the void of Craig of the Creek.
Is Craig of the Creek over? Oh,
Yeah, it's been over for I don't know if it's been a year yet, but they had their final run, and then they had like a finale movie.
oh, right. I remember the movie.
And on
I'm
top of
gonna
it,
go watch Craig of the Creek. So I don't know.
and on top of it, they even had a spin-off series for Craig's little sister. It didn't do very well though. It didn't do very well.
Yeah.
It was
Yeah.
and the thing about it was aimed at younger children, but the problem was even though it was aimed at like preschool, kindergarten kids, the people that were watching it were the ones that enjoyed Craig of the Creek. And so
Right.
then all these people that enjoyed Craig of the Creek went to try to watch that, and they were all just like, this is terrible. What is this? And so it didn't really get off the ground.
Fortunate.
I know, right? But yeah, that's art for the culture, man. We have had that. I feel like having this pop off and then become as popular as it did right there at the end of Black History Month, which I know she did that on purpose. I know she dropped it February 28th on purpose like that. Like, so, that's really cool. I'm really excited. Like I said, I'm excited. It's called Pretty Pretty Please. I Don't Want to Be a Magical Girl. It's on YouTube. You literally, all you have to do is type in, I don't want to be a magical girl. It'll pop up. It's great. I love it. I really, really cannot wait to see where it goes from here. I will be following with very much vested interest. Vested interest. Yeah. I will be watching with vested interest. I have subscribed and I'm literally looking through other things. Doesn't have a lot of content on her YouTube channel, but it's gonna be fun to see. It's gonna be very, very fun to see.
Be good stuff.
Oh yeah. But with that, we are going to move on. We are going to move on to our Two Truths and a Lie. Now, I don't know if you guys remember. My wife, I asked her because I was like, you know what? I want to I want to have my wife be involved. Both myself, Kristal, have done it. Next is going to be studio audience. I even warned him last week, so he better have something. But my wife, Gabby, her Two Truths and a Lie, my first legal drink within a dive bar. First subtitled anime that I watched was Death Note, and that she's been to 13 states. Now, I do not remember which one I said that I thought was a lie. I feel like I said that I thought that her first subtitled anime was Death Note. I feel like that was the one that I thought was the lie. Because I remember I went back and forth on all three, because I'm like, all three of these I feel like could be true. And I remember I initially said that I thought it was going to be Dive Bar. Because I was like, oh, 21st birthday, she's probably going to do the same thing. She probably did the same thing Kristal did on her 21st birthday. But then I was like, wait, no, I remembered when her birthday was. And I was like, wait, we wouldn't have been at school on her birthday. So then I was like, well, then that was probably true. And I was like, no, I can believe that she's been to 13 states because growing up, she's traveled a lot. So I think I did end up saying that the first subtitle, I think I did end up saying that was the one that I thought was the lie.
I think I said Death Note too.
So
that just seemed like a lie.
As you guys can see, I have a text message. I don't know if you can see. I have a text message right there. I have a text message.
Yep.
It is from my wife. And I'm going to open it. I still haven't even opened it yet. And it says, woo! Which one do you think was the lie?
The Death Note.
It was the Death Note one.
Wow.
Her first subtitled anime that she ever watched was Vampire Night. Which, I'm going to be honest with you, and I feel horrible. I 100% remember her talking to me about Vampire Night.
Shame. Shame on you.
100% remember, but
Jay.
I definitely said last week, I was like, wait a minute, no, I feel like Death Note is absolutely not it, because I was like, I feel like by the time she started watching anime, Death Note had already come and gone, and she would have gotten into it later. I was like, so yeah, I was like, because I remember like she telling me about how she grew up with anime and the whole thing, but like, yeah. So her lie was that her first subtitled anime was Vampire Night.
The two just seemed too true.
It did.
That's how I took it. They both seemed true. It doesn't seem right.
That's fair. That is absolutely fair. Ladies and gentlemen, did you get that right? I know I probably did, unless somebody wants to go back and tell me if I did or didn't. I'm not going to go back. I'm just going to say that I did get it right. But
if we did get it wrong.
So what?
Say if we did get it wrong, don't tell us.
Exactly. If we got it wrong, don't tell us. But what we're going to do is we're going to move on. We're going to get the next two truths and a lie, which is studio audience's two truths and a lie. Studio audience, tell the people what your two truths and a lie is, and please let it be a good one. Some good ones.
It better be.
We're still chasing the high from Rob. It's all Rob's fault, dog.
It is. It will forever be Rob's fault. Everything.
Okay. I dabbled in stop motion animation. I was briefly involved in my college's radio station team, and I joined in a luau dance with my family when I visited Hawaii, grass skirt and everything.
I'm gonna be 100 with you. Out of all three of those, I know for a fact that luau one is real. I know you probably got a picture of it somewhere in your phone right now. Ooh, I know that grass skirt one is real. If I had to guess,
it's just too on brand for you, bro.
Right?
Too on.
Right.
Oh, the first one again?
He's dabbled in stop motion. He dabbled in stop motion. I could see the stop motion one. I'm gonna be honest with you. I think that one's gonna be what I choose for the lie, is the stop motion one, just because like I could see him being a part of the radio crew at his college. Where did you go to college again?
West Georgia.
Ugh. But I could see you being a part of the radio crew for West Georgia.
Oh, you want me to tell you the lie?
No.
Next
time.
Next week's episode. Next week. What do you say, Kristal? What do you say?
My initial response is the stop motion. Just because you giggling.
Bro, you gotta have a better tell, dog.
It's because I know you weren't always psychology. Yeah, I'm gonna go with the. Yeah, I'm gonna go with the stop motion.
Also,
that's what
next week when we prove that you told the truth about the grass skirt, you gotta pull up a picture, dog. You gotta give me like a picture or something, cause I know for a fact that you have like a picture, a video, something somewhere.
If he don't, I will contact his family and find it. if it's real, I'll contact his family and find it.
Bet that's all I wanted to hear.
I'll text the family like, "Hey, y'all got that picture or video or something?"
Probably had the coconut bra on and everything.
My therapist might see this.
Your therapist gonna see it. Good. I hope you do.
That's crazy. Yo, your therapist watched the podcast. Shout out. Shout out.
Shout out to the therapist.
Shout out to the therapist listening and or watching the podcast. Shout out. What's
slowly
good
judging us.
What's good with you? We're all mentally unstable over here. What's up?
Hence why we're drinking. Day night.
But all
Love
right,
it.
we're gonna move on, ladies and gentlemen. Tell us which of those three do you think is the lie? Is it A, that studio audience James, we called him by his name on here, studio audience James. Is it that he's dabbled in stop motion animation? That when he was in college, for a short while, he was a part of the radio's, like the campus's radio station crew. Or when he went to Hawaii, he went full luau and had on the he went full Timon from The Lion King and put on the grass skirt and everything with his family. I know which one I choose. Let us know which one you choose in the comment section below. And with that being said, we're going to move on to our final section of today's episode, which is entitled... Whoop.
Am I the asshole who's fed by Kristal? So let's see now and take it to the imperfect.
I love that. I ain't gonna lie, I love that theme song so much. Like, I need to click on that referral link from Rob so that way he can get his 2 credits to make more songs and I can make some more songs for us.
Yes, 100%.
But
We need more of that.
yeah, right. We need a lot more of that energy. That energy is great. But with that being said, I'm going to turn things over to my lovely co-host. She's going to regale us with an Am I the Asshole story. Oh my lord, not you gotta get the glasses and librarian reading.
Gotta read like somebody mama.
Lord.
Alright. Am I the asshole if I politely uninvite a couple's badly behaved kids from our party?
Read it again?
Am I the asshole if I politely uninvite a couple's badly behaved kids from our party?
Nah. Already not the asshole.
Interesting. Okay. Alright. My husband 36M and I 27F. That's a gap right there.
Wait, what was the gap?
36M and 27F.
Whoo, that
Nine.
is
Your gap, right? It's been a little bit there, but whatever. Are hosting his birthday party this Saturday. We have no kids, just 3 large, energetic huskies. We invited a couple with 3 young kids, 4, 2, and a newborn, plus 1 on the way. But now we're regretting it. They're not the best friends, very needy, always asking for help, rides, gas money, childcare, but rarely reciprocating. The mom even complained at an event that no one helps her despite several of us constantly doing so. The real issue, their kids are wild. They don't discipline them, and last time they were at our house, it was chaos. Dumping water bowls, breaking things, running everywhere. Since it was their first visit, we let it slide, but we can't handle that again. My husband now wishes we hadn't invited them, and I agree. The problem is, this isn't a strict no kids party. Other friends are bringing their well-behaved kids, which we don't mind. We just don't want their kids there. How do I tell them we'd love for them to come, but only if they get childcare? I was thinking of framing it as a chance for a kid-free break, and apologizing for the late notice. Also, my husband just told me he's not that keen on them coming at all, since they don't really put effort into the friendship. The husband, in particular, has distanced himself from the guys in our friend group, despite their efforts to support him. Are we screwed? How do we handle this?
I mean, just stand on business and be like, y'all not invited.
That's the thing. He said they don't care if they come, but the kids, they ain't coming.
And I would tell them straight up, like, listen, either you find somewhere for your wild ass, buck wild, ratchet ass kid to go, or y'all can't come. And I'd say it just like that too. I'd be like, listen, you find somewhere for your buck wild ass kid to go, or y'all can't come.
Why are your kids so bad already at the age of 4 and 2?
why are you so not like helping raise them properly? Because at 4 and 2, I'm not saying that they can't be rambunctious as 4 and 2-year-old, but like you ain't corralling them in at all.
Right, you just letting them go and tear up somebody else's house who you just visited for the first time. That's disrespectful.
Right. Off
But
principle alone, I wouldn't have even brought them back. I ain't even gonna cap.
right, they said the wife said she didn't want to bring them back.
No,
Or the husband said
I'm saying if I was
he
their
wanted back.
parents, if I was their parents, I wouldn't bring them back. I wouldn't bring them back
I
anytime
would
I
be
went
so
over.
embarrassed.
Right. I'd be like, oh my
The kids
gosh,
that went over there acting a fool
went over there acting a plum fool. Like, I'm so sorry, y'all. Please.
and showed their whole entire. Now we can never show our face over here again.
Right.
Your kids is bad.
But it sounds like the parents ain't much better.
Mm-mm. Not at all. The parents are terrible too. Because why you ain't stop your kids?
Facts.
That's the problem.
It is.
But lucky for us, ta-da, there's an update.
Yay!
Thanks everyone for the nice and not so nice comments. I forgot to add that the only reason they were invited was because they were in a group chat with a few other couples, and because I got lazy, I sent the invite to that group chat to avoid having to message each person individually. Some of those couples in the chat who we love also have kids, but they are better behaved. To my dismay, my husband informed me after I had sent the invite to that chat that he didn't really want the couple with naughty kids there. So hubby is a bit to blame for his timing, but all is well now. I called the mom a few minutes ago and we spoke, and I said that we were asking all parents to please find childcare if they can, which is true. We did ask the other couple that last night. And if they can't find childcare, they can bring their well-behaved kids. She told me she was last minute invited to a cousin's Sweet 16, which happens to be on the same day. So they will just be going to that instead. Not sure if I believe that, but I guess it worked out. Not sure where the friendship with them will go from here, but I guess we'll find out. However, going forward, we will not be inviting them to future events. Lesson learned.
Not the asshole, and it ended up working out for them. I love that for
Mhm.
them. I love that for them. That's goodness. I love that. That's good. I like to hear that.
All's well that ends well.
Yes, all's well that that is a rare form good that is a rare form good ending to Am I the Asshole story. Because you know most of these they end up and you're just like, well, that sucked. That was a trashy ending.
Right. In this case, I don't think anybody was really the asshole.
Well, the parents were.
Yeah, the parents were, but even then, it was like the parents were the asshole for not keeping track of your kids
Yeah.
and letting them destroy somebody else's house.
That exactly. That's what.
But at the end of the day, they might have picked up on that. So when they got invited to the second party, like, oh, actually, well, we got invited to a Sweet 16, so we can't come.
Yeah. It is what it is, though. But with that, are all minds and hearts clear? So with that,
Yep.
I'm gonna finish off my drink. Got a little bit left in there. I don't know if y'all can see the reflection off the top of the glass. There's a little bit left.
You read the cup.
We're gonna get it out. Ah, that's good. Now, if you guys have enjoyed today's episode, if you could do us a favor and leave a like, a comment, share it everywhere. Let all the people know. Tell all your parents, all your friends, all your cousins, all your brothers, all your sisters, all your aunties, all your uncles, all your pets. Yeah, let the pets leave our podcast on for the pets while you go to work. We have enough content that you could literally start at episode 1 and you wouldn't even be done with the whole playlist by the end of the day when you get back. Like,
Leave them a little water in the bowl so they can drink too.
Exactly. Make it some spice water. So for cats, make it like catnip water.
Sure.
I don't know if they're the equivalent of that for dogs, but
Doggy weed.
really, huh?
Doggy weed.
I did not know that was a thing.
It's good stuff.
How would you know? You trying to
We have a very loud and well, at least my parents' house, they are very loud and
rambunctious?
kind of rambunctious dog that when they have events at the house, the dog needs to like shut up and not whine the entire time. So they get a few of them and chill out.
That's crazy.
He fine. He be fine.
I guess so. But yeah. Follow the podcast everywhere on social media. We are on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, Bluesky, TikTok, Reddit, Discord, and I feel like there's one that I'm missing. I think I said them all.
I think so.
I said Reddit, so yeah, I said them all. Follow me everywhere at _YoungJB. That's at _YUNGJAYBEE. You can also follow my wrestling page, which is JackMild1, on basically everywhere that you can find me. You can also find me on TikTok there. I think I'm Sweeper Jack on TikTok. So SWEEPERJAK. It is not JACK, it is JAK, Jack. Yeah, but with that being said, where can the lovely people find you, Miss Kristal?
They can find me everywhere at Kristal Shan, KRISTALDESHANE.
Absolutely, we love that so very much. Yeah, there really ain't much left to say other than we will see you all in the next episode, which is episode 44 of the Drunk Texting Podcast. So with that being said, we want you to know that you are loved, that you are appreciated, and that we are so happy you joined us right here on this lovely little podcast that we talk trash on. I couldn't make up anymore. I had to listen. I'm making them up on the spot every week. I make them up on the spot. I literally think about a song that I want to possibly do as I'm doing the outro. But with that being said, ladies and gents, we will see you all in the next episode. I hope you have a great rest of your day, a great weekend, and a great next week. See you all. Love you. Mean it. Bye-bye.
If you or a loved one is struggling with alcohol abuse, dial the National Drug and Alcohol Treatment Hotline at 1-800-662-4357. The National Drug and Alcohol Treatment Hotline provides information on alcohol and drug abuse, local treatment options, and support through hotline counselors who are there to help and speak with you about alcohol, drug, or family problems.